All right, before I go to bed, I thought I'd respond to a hater. This is on Reddit. I'm gonna read you what somebody wrote. I think it's important sometimes to respond to people. In this world, people get mixed up ideas, and sometimes it's good to clarify things. So this person, Pero Panera Bread on Reddit says, Tai seems pretty disingenuous to market get-rich-quick schemes even if they do work. So somebody was saying, I don't think Tai's a scam because it works for a lot of people. And so this is a reply. Someone said that. He said, it's disingenuous of Tai to market get-rich-quick schemes even if they do work because they can't work for everybody. And if they don't work for you, all you did was lose more money when they were supposed to make you money, while Tai makes money whether you win or lose. His business model only depends on working just well enough that more people will buy in. Okay, a couple problems with that argument. I see what he's saying, and it would be true if he had all the facts right. So first of all, I own many businesses. My only business is not teaching other people how to do business. But in the modern world, guess what? It's time to cut out the middleman. I was driving and there was a college, Azusa Pacific had a sign and it said, come get a master's degree from us. I looked it up, $47,000 a year. So this guy says I'm a scam because you pay me whether or not you get results. But what about college? $1.2 trillion in college debt. And whether or not you get a job, whether or not you actually learn something, you got to pay the college. So does that mean the whole college school system is a scam? Well, in some ways, yes. In some ways, no. But I'll tell you this, why not cut out the middleman? Uber cut out the middleman. You don't need yellow cab now. You go right to the app. You can connect right to a driver who comes right to you. It's decentralized business. Why learn from a professor business when now entrepreneurs who actually have built businesses will teach you? Me and my business partner, we've got some programs together, Alex. We've spent over $500 million on Facebook ads, YouTube ads, Google ads, to market our own businesses, okay? Why can't an entrepreneur pay us to teach them how to do Facebook ads? Should they go to Azusa Pacific or Harvard or have to go to UCLA? Should they have to spend $50,000 a year? By the way, that was $47,000 per year for a freshman. Times 4 years, it's $200,000. Even if you got scholarships, it's over $100,000. I don't charge that much. So if I charge someone $500 to learn, cut out the middleman, university, go straight to somebody, yeah, if you don't do the course, I guess I made money and you didn't gain, but that's like saying a book is a scam because the author gets paid $15 if you buy the book, whether or not it helps you. That's like saying all gym equipment is a scam because if you don't go on the treadmill or you don't hit the weights, the person who sold you the weights was guaranteed to make money. I mean, these arguments break down. People think they're so smart online and forums and Reddit and on YouTube comments. They think that there's no rebuttal, but everything's really a scam if you think about it. Most self-improvement books, they don't help you if you don't read them, but the author made money. Gym equipment doesn't help you. What else doesn't help you if you don't use it? Pretty much everything, but it's not all a scam. But I'll tell you what I think is closer to a scam. Getting people to put in $47,000 a year when they don't even know what they want to study. Why not cut out the middleman? You want to know what you should do for your life? Go shadow some business people. Go shadow a doctor. Go shadow a dentist for a day or two. See if you like it before you shell out $47,000 per year for 4 years to get an undergrad degree followed by an upsell into a master's or a PhD. I'm not saying nobody should go to college, but I'm saying this argument against me is a weak argument. It's a weak argument. You have to do your part, and there's nothing wrong with people who disrupt the system. Yeah, I'm an underdog. I get it. I'm an underdog. I'm fighting against the system. But $1.2 trillion in debt, college debt, has ensnared a lot of the United States. Literally. I was watching an NPR argument. It's like ensnare, like enslaved people to college debt. I listened to this NPR radio thing on the drive home. My grandma turned 100. So I was down visiting her in San Diego, driving back to LA. I'm listening on the radio. NPR comes on, a school teacher crying. She's been forced. She got 2 college degrees, she says. But even with those degrees, she's been forced to go and basically get food from a homeless shelter. She can't afford food because in addition to not getting paid enough as a school teacher, she has college debt, which is weighing her down $500-600 a month. That would be the money she would eat with. And she doesn't have it. And she's going, I have 2 degrees. It's not fair. Cut out the middleman. Learn directly from people. You want to learn how to lift weights? You don't need a college degree. Go find somebody who knows how to bench 400 or 500 pounds. Go find somebody who's in good shape. Cut out the middleman. You don't have to pay a professor for that. There's some things you need a professor for. Art history, that's something that you're not going to cut out the middleman and find an art. I guess you could go maybe just work or shadow an art historian. So maybe everything breaks down. The way they used to teach people is apprenticeships. And I'm not saying we need to deconstruct the entire college system, but don't call me and what I'm doing a scam. Me charging $500 to share what me and Alex, we spent $500 million. That is not a joke. $500 million of our own money, our own company's money. Why not? That sounds smart to me. I showed people how to turn social media into money, train 25,000 people. Did everybody do it in profit? No. That doesn't mean I'm a scam. That's like some people just didn't do it. Some people don't log in. 10% of people who buy a program of mine never log in. Is that my fault? No, hell no. That's them procrastinating, not having a little bit of self-discipline. That's not my fault. I wish it didn't happen, but I can't follow it's a free country. You're gonna follow people to the house. You bought, you should log in. And we offer a refund. Do colleges offer refunds? So this Reddit person, I think their heart's in the right place. They misunderstand and they didn't think big enough. And they're attacking the underdog. Go fight the system, man. The system has been messed up for centuries. In the 1500s, the system was fighting scientists that were saying the earth is not the center of the universe. I just read a book in the 1800s. The doctors were fighting a guy named Lister who was saying you should wash your hands and be clean before doing surgery. The entrenched system fights progress. Not always. Sometimes progress isn't real progress. Sometimes it's stupid ideas. But come on now. Your heart's in the right place, Mr. Panera Bread or whatever you are on Reddit, but you got it wrong, my friend. And I don't teach get rich quick. I specifically say, on average, a millionaire takes 12 to 20 years, but you can probably cut the learning curve if you go directly to the source and follow somebody. I got marketing programs. Does it seem like I know anything about marketing? I launched a brand mentor box, and in 1 week, with no venture capital, with no TV marketing, with no traditional marketing, it was a 7-figure business. In 8 months, it was an 8-figure business with Walmart as a client. What's that? I'm not saying I'm the best businessman in the world. Elon Musk is a better businessman. Lots of people are better business than me, but I know a thing or two. I know a thing or two about social media. Forbes named me top 10 business influencer in the world. Again, it's not about bragging. In fact, like I said, I feel like an underdog. People are so blinded by the system that they go, oh, what Ty's doing? But there's something wrong there. But where's the protests for $46,000 tuition at schools? They're not name brand schools like Harvard. They're going to guarantee you a job. You're better off spending 60 grand a year to go to Harvard because Harvard will guarantee you a job because of the name brand. But you know what? I grew up in an underdog. I couldn't get into Harvard. My family couldn't afford that. Single mom, man. Lived in a mobile home. Sure, maybe I could have gotten into Harvard, but what about the scam there? Can everybody get into? This kid said, oh, what Ty's doing won't work for everybody. Well, Harvard works, but it won't work for the vast majority of us. What about everyone else who gets left behind? We just leaving you behind because you can't get into Ivy League school? No. I'm not perfect, but I'm trying to do something about it. It's free country. Reddit, this guy can say what he wants. He's entitled to his opinion, but don't mean he's right. So, I should do more live debates with people. It's funny, when I actually debate people and people hear both sides of the story, they go, oh, maybe you're not such a bad thing what you're doing, Ty. Who knows? I'm no saint. I'm a businessman. Make no qualms about it. I want to make a profit. I don't want to be greedy, but I sure as hell ain't going to do everything for free. Why? Apple doesn't give you free phones. McDonald's doesn't give you free burgers. Nothing's free in this world. You want something, go out and work for it. And don't whine and bitch because other people have a business. Make your own. That's what I want. Forget big corporations. Go out. Let's get thousands and millions of people having small profitable businesses so they can take care of their family and live financially independent. That's my vision for the world. Whether I'm doing it perfectly or not, I'm sure I'm full of flaws, man. I'm just a man. I'm just a human. Try to do my thing. Thank you for trying to correct me. And I'll take your word to heart, but don't get it up twisted up and say just because people might buy it and not use it, that's a weak argument. You're going to have to come a little more correct. I'm not dumb, man. Come a little stronger, better arguments. And maybe you can give me constructive criticism. I can think and change and improve. I'm all about that. Trust me, I'll look back 5 years from now on today's date and be like, damn, I was stupid how I was doing my business. So I'm happy to hear it, but it's got to be constructive criticism. And it's got to make sense. You're going to learn that in life. People are going to come to you and give you non-constructive criticism. It doesn't even make sense. It's like, what's the point? You're just dragging down the vibe. If you have something real to say, then say it correctly. Come correct or don't come at all,